Hey there! Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 5 of season 9 of my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. I decided with the introduction of each episode of season 9 to start off each podcast episode with a great meditation track. You know I really love this track, and listeners from all over have expressed that they love it as well. You know, listening to it really helps me relieve the tension and stress that I have personally in my everyday life. So come on, people, sit back and enjoy. I will be right back with today's topic and discussion. So kick those shoes off and sit back and relax and put all problems and concerns on pause. Let's take a flight on angel wings. Enjoy. Well, I hope it brought you a feeling of serenity and to a place of clarity. It does it for me every single time. And I really, really hope that it does it for you as well. Now, let's get started. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 5 of season 9, I would like to use for a topic, I got to go to Publix. You heard me right. I got to go to Publix. Now, I know you are probably wondering, how on earth did I come up with this topic? Hey, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Well, to make a long story short, I was at my place of employment, and it is a grocery store, Publix, nearby. And a lot of our workers will go over there during their break or lunch period to grab, just a quick bite to eat. Now, me personally, I'm just going to tell you, I am not a big break or big lunch buyer. I generally make my own break and lunch meals from home. So, lately, I must confess, I have been leaving my place of employment during break and lunch periods. A few of my associates are always now asking me the question, hey, where are you going? Over to Publix? My answer has been, sure, yes. Well, the expression on their faces have been very puzzled. I even had a few of them ask, hey buddy, could you pick something up for me? My answer has been, no, sorry. Now, I can tell this kind of rub some of them the wrong way. So I would express to them, hey friend, I will be gone for some time. So you may want to go for yourself and pick yourself up something instead of waiting on me to return. Now, I am pretty sure right about now, you are thinking, well, that is kind of rude. I mean, you are going there anyway. You might as well be nice enough to save your associates a trip. Hey, listen, I agree. That would be a very, very nice gesture. However, this is the truth. They are part of the reason I am going to Publix, to get away from them. You see, my listening friends, my idea of going to Publix is not the actual store itself. I am using this time to exit the public. You get it? Publix. Exit the public. Yeah, I knew you would. So, you see, to be honest, I really am being very polite when I say I am going to Publix. Instead of saying, you are irritating the hell out of me right now. And trust me, if you knew the addiction side of me, you would prefer for me to go to my Publix instead of going to pick up a little, something, and returning back to work to tell you what I really think. You see, my friends, this is just the truth. We as recovering addicts, we have to be aware of irritations, frustrations, and, just basically any kind of distractions that in our perception can be considered as a trigger to us. Now, I want this to be made clear. This does not mean that anyone is doing anything to cause us to necessarily feel this way. Hey, it is just part of the disease of addictions. Addictions, the disease which sends messages to us mentally. These descriptive emotions like irritation, easy frustrations. It's an easy access to make us relapse, to escape our aggravations from ourselves and others. We have to be careful. So when I go to my Publix, exiting the public, I usually go for a walk and possibly listen to one of my podcasts. And I definitely use the meditation track that I listen to on my podcasts. That angel wing does it for me every time when I go to my Publix. Or, sometimes just uplifting messages and music of all sorts. Hey, I don't know about you, but this is one of my major coping skills, which really, really works well for me. I have to be transparent here and just give you some idea of my personality. I am a very intense, hot-headed, but good-hearted, intelligent individual. And I know myself. And to be honest, in order to maintain my sobriety, I first have to be honest with myself and know what works for me. You see, my listening friends, in my opinion, it is very, very important for us, not just recovery addicts, but to be honest with you, to sobers as well, to understand life on this planet is not going to stop until our last breath. And there is always going to be challenges brought on by ourselves as well as others. The real key is how you deal with them. Like I have mentioned before, over and over again, my recovery friends, your recovery is your recovery. And you should not compare or compete your recovery process or accomplishments to anyone else's. Hey, my friends, what's important is that it works. My friends, I just like to share what seems to be working for me, which I really hope that is doing some good and will work for you also. So, my listening friends, take this as just some advice for something to think about. Next time that a negative breaking news report or the conditionings of the times we are living in is riding on your mind, or maybe something that is in your immediate world is really about to take you over the edge, like a coworker, spouse, kids, or just other family members. I mean, people you love the most. When they are irritating the hell out of you, and like I said before, not necessarily anything they are really doing to you, but your addictions is trying to trigger you. Hey, take it from me. Go to Publix. Because exiting the public, hey, if we are really honest with ourselves, if we are really doing it in a healing and healthy way, hey, it is a good thing. I mean, it's possible that the relief of dealing with certain things, it's only for a short while. The relief will only last momentarily. But my friends, just remember, this Publix location service is available 24 hours. Hey, go to it as often as needed. Hey, I recommend it. Let's escape the madness. Hey, my friends, happy shopping. Well, that's it for episode 5 of season 9. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. All my contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great music. And come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. We have a lot of great inspiring posts, and I mean just a wonderful group of people to chat with. And please do not forget to listen in and send questions for Ask D segments. It is always my pleasure to serve in any way I possibly can. Hey, my friends, let me know your opinions and thoughts, and also if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Hey, thanks again for joining me, and I will talk with you all again very soon. Be good to yourselves. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
You don't know what this feels like.
Addiction.
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 You don't know what this feels like.
You set me free! I was always thinking, addicts are losers and thugs, not knowing the pain from being addicted to drugs. Most of us hate this shit with strong passion. It's the disease that causes the real destruction. Until you have walked in my shoes, walking through hell, you don't know. Forget what you heard. This is my brother's story to tell. You just don't know.
You don't know what this feels like.
Addiction.
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 You don't know what this feels like.
Set me free!
Man, oh man, I've done it again. Relapse after relapse. Hey, brother, let me tell you something. This shit isn't no game. The crack, the heroin, the coke and the booze. My body, my spirit, my mind is so confused. The demons hunt me night and day. Until you feel this, forget what you say, cause you just don't know.